welcome back to my page. I'm super excited to talk to you guys about today's topic and just hopefully it brings clarity or renewal or whatever you guys are looking for. Hopefully today's topic will fulfill that need for you. If you are new to my page, welcome. Super excited to have you as a first time listener, and hopefully you subscribe and listen again. My name is Mary. I am the creator of M Styles, which is heels dance class movement, as well as a clothing brand in the works, and many other things. Here you'll find my dance videos, you'll find some information about my classes, but most of that is on Instagram, and you'll also find topics relevant to my faith and not today's topic, but relevant to my faith, as well as what is going on currently in today's society. So, without further ado, today's topic is relevant to the interview that Michelle Williams did recently in regards to her depression and all of the things that she was going through while she was with Destiny's Child and beyond that, like throughout her career. So I just wanted to dive into that. Number one, what depression looks like in our adult lives, how unhealed childhood trauma translates into our adult life, and before you reach that point. So first things first, we're going to take just a little bit of a listen to Michelle Williams and exactly what she was going through.
Many people would look at you and just think you had it all. How is it possible you could have dealt with depression and emotional issues? You were a major star.
The music industry did not cause my depression. Being in Destiny's Child did not cause my depression. It was something lingering that followed me from the 7th grade without a diagnosis until I was in my 30s.
Michelle Williams, for the first time, sharing the darkest details of her battle with depression. Were you really at the point of having suicidal thoughts?
Deborah, I was not only at the point of having suicidal thoughts, there was an attempt.
So you really went to a dark place?
Yes.
I'm going to stop right there. So, like she said, there was something that happened at 7 years old. I don't know if it was something that happened, but there was something, someone, or an event, whatever the case may be, that happened in her childhood at 7 years old that grew into her adult life, and it was never addressed until she reached her 30s. So I just want you guys to know how important it is to heal that inner child so that we do not carry all of those unhealed baggages and unhealed baggage and unhealed events into our adult life, because it can be so detrimental, and it shows up in so many ways that we're not even aware of. And depression can be hereditary as well, and not to say that it's passed down through our DNA. I'm not sure of that, but I do know that growing up in a household that has depression or that has substance abuse, or they don't deal with their issues properly, that's how it's passed down, because you're downloading, okay, this is what my mom did, or this is what my dad did, this is what my parents did when they were going through something, so I don't know any other way. So this I'm going to handle my issues the same way. And we don't even question that. We just do it. It's just in us. unfortunately.
Michelle Williams was born in Rockford, Illinois, into a religious home, the third of 4 children.
Affection was not really popular in our household because they're dealing with their own things, probably their own traumas.
She was haunted by feelings of abandonment, she says, even at the height of her fame with Destiny's Child.
I remember telling our manager at the time as well, hey, I think I'm dealing with some depression. And he wanted me to see the brighter side of things. No, y'all are about to go on tour. Y'all got Barbie dolls. What are you talking about? Y'all just signed a crazy big deal with Columbia. I could see myself in a pit trying to get out, just feeling so heavy that when I would make one step, the weight would just pull me back.
So, what coping looks like in our adult lives. Coping looks like being a workaholic, just diving into our work and not giving any other part of our lives any attention. Our personal life, our spiritual life, they're all dead inside because we are just putting all of our mental focus on work and nothing else matters. You know, whatever we are trying to accomplish in our career, that's the only thing that matters, and that's the only way we are going to get fulfillment, because these other areas, my personal and my spiritual life, they have let me down. So working is the only way I know how to control the outcome, or that's what we tell ourselves, but you know, you really can't control the outcome of anything, of any part of your life. Substance abuse, alcohol, drugs, unhealthy habits that we have, overeating, not working out, suicidal thoughts, suicidal attempts, and not being aware of our emotional and mental well-being, which is, I think, so important, especially in our adult lives. Just not checking in with ourselves. And you know, those are just some things, to name a few, but there are many other ways that coping with a mental illness such as depression or not dealing with our childhood trauma shows up in our adulthood lives. So before you reach that point, before you reach that breaking point, and we're going to take a listen to Michelle and see, you know, what she went through.
Soon enough, the show's public glare left her feeling vulnerable, leading to dangerous, even suicidal thoughts.
I was not feeling safe with myself. I called my therapist and said, I think we better look into some help. I got in the truck and drove somewhere that we suggested that I should go. I had no clothes, not a toothbrush, nothing.
It was a real break, wasn't it?
It was.
So guys, we don't ever want to get to that point where we are at our breaking point and we're literally at the edge. You don't ever want to get there, because there's just not enough time, and you're bracing yourself off of luck. Because what if her therapist didn't answer the phone? What if her car didn't start? You know, there's just so many different things that could have gone wrong that would have led her down a path of no return. Suicide is so serious. So before we get to that point, we need to deal and heal with our issues. So, How do you do that? First and foremost, find a safe place. Where are my safe places? Number one, God is the safest place you will ever encounter. Safest place, safest space. So I highly encourage you to get to know God. Number two, a therapist. My therapist is great. There are therapists out there who aren't so great. I just got lucky that the first time I reached out for some help, I was able to get the type of help that I needed. And, you know, my therapist has been such an important part of unpacking a lot of things in my life. And she's been crucial to healing those things. Mind you, you have to do the work. But they give you a blueprint on how to do the work. And it's designed specifically for you and specifically for what you're going through. And number three, a close friend or family member. All right, and after you do that, the next step is to heal. Go through your journey. Healing is important for the healing is important for the maintenance of our lives. Healing, it's no words to describe that are coming to my mind, but it's so crucial to who you want to be and who you see yourself being. It's on the other side of all of these things that you feel like are blocking you from getting to this version of yourself that you see. And last but not least, live a balanced, number one, balanced and fulfilled life. This topic was so important to me to talk about because recently this is what me and my therapist we're working on, is about balancing life. There's so many great things God has in store for me, and there's so many great things God has in store for you. And we want to be prepared for them. We want to be prepared to receive them. And He wants to give all of the things that He has for us in our best version of ourselves. He wants us showing up every day, prepared to receive, prepared to do the work, doing the work, actively doing the work, and enjoying the journey, giving ourselves grace and mercy and self-love, unconditional, and showing up every day, being our best selves. So yeah, thank you guys for listening to this YouTube. I hope that it has been a blessing to you. I will leave the full interview link underneath so you guys can check it out, but I just wanted to come on here and share the importance of mental health. It should be your number one priority, right? It should be, first of all, God is your number one priority, but mental health should be a priority. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will talk to you soon. Please like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, guys. Bye.